To escape predators, the spectacled bear decided to build its den on a nearly vertical cliff, and it stayed there for over 3 months. In the past, it was a massive bear weighing over 200 pounds, but now, it's just a fragile first-time mother. The 2 cubs have become its weakness. Spectacled bears are extremely rare in the Americas, and Paddington bear is based on this species. While the cliff can't be considered easy to defend, it can be described as an isolated place. During those 3 months, no predators disturbed them, allowing the mother bear to safely give birth to twins, a son named Yoayu and a daughter named Aylin. However, as the cubs grew, the mother's milk was no longer enough to feed them. The food supply here was also dwindling to survive and feed her cubs. The whole family had to embark on a dangerous journey down the mountain, back to the fruit-laden forest in the valley. The 100-meter-high cliff that once provided safety for the spectacled bear has now become their biggest obstacle. Although they're just a few hundred meters from the bottom, climbing up is easy, but descending is another story. The cliff is so steep, almost 90 degrees, that any small mistake could send them plunging into the abyss. The mother bear must be extremely cautious, feeling her way through the jagged rocks while keeping a close eye on her cubs. The 2 cubs nervously follow, their small paws gripping the cracks in the rocks, every step like walking on eggshells. The mother has descended the mountain many times, but for the cubs, who have never touched the ground, this is undoubtedly the most dangerous journey of their lives. Just last year, a tragic accident occurred when a cub accidentally fell from the cliff. When they reached a slightly flatter area, the mother decided to take a break, but the challenges of the journey were far from over. At this moment, Aylin, curious as always, failed to keep up with her mother and even took the wrong path. The mother and brother vanished into the cliffs without her mother's protection and guidance. This was nearly a death sentence for Aylin, but with no other choice. She gathered all her courage and continued slowly down the mountain alone. Meanwhile, the mother and Yowie reached the base of the mountain. They searched desperately for Aylin. Just as hope was fading, a small, wobbly figure appeared. After much hardship, the spectacled bear family finally reached the base of the mountain, but the danger wasn't over. Hunger became their most pressing enemy. In this dense forest, 90% of the spectacled bear's food comes from here. The mother bear prioritizes finding familiar fruit trees she visits every year. These juicy fruits are the cubs' first taste of sweetness. The delicious flavor makes them devour the fruits hungrily. These plants aren't just food, they're also survival lessons. Spectacled bears have remarkable memories. The mother knows every trail in this forest, every spot where the fruits thrive. Over the next 2 years, the cubs will follow her, learning these life-saving roots until they've memorized them. This forest also carries the legacy of the spectacled bear family. In the future, Aylin will lead her own cubs up the same cliff and have them taste the same fruits. This is the hard life between the mountains. All creatures must face extreme challenges.